enclosed by beautifully manicured gardens and built in a Tudor-style architecture. The Bangalore Palace is the most extravagant monument in the city. The land where the Bangalore Palace was located originally belonged to educationist Reverend J. Garrett. In 1873, British officials bought the land from Garrett as they were looking to construct an unassuming accommodation for the young king Maharaja Chamarajendra Wadiyar, the then king of Mysore. An amount of rupees 40,000 was paid from the king's personal funds. The construction of the palace started in 1874, and 4 years later, an architecture reminiscent of French and English castles emerged. Mr. John Cameron, Superintendent of Lalbagh, widely regarded as the father of horticulture in Karnataka, did the landscaping. Many improvements and extra features were added to the palace in subsequent years, like floral motifs, Victorian-style furniture, elaborate towers, and heavy embellishments. All of this just enhanced its beauty. The aesthetic appeal of the majestic Bangalore Palace is one of the most arresting among all the palaces of South India. Spread over an area of 454 acres, the Bangalore Palace is a two-level structure consisting of 35 rooms. The interior of the palace speaks of luxury and leisure. It is beautified with motifs, relief paintings, ornate cornices, and wooden beams. The Ballroom. Make sure to see the impressive ballroom that was used to hold private parties. The walls of the ballroom are adorned with a coat of arms, while the ceilings have been beautifully designed, reminiscent of the royal era gone by. The royal family of Wadiyar was fond of hunting, and this is evident from the head of an elephant killed by Maharaja Chamarajendra Wadiyar. It is mounted at the palace entrance. There are also elephant head trophies, vases made out of elephant trunks, and stools of elephant feet on display in other parts of the palace. The coat of arms of the royal family. Maharaja Chamarajendra Wadiyar, the 23rd Maharaja of the Kingdom of Mysore, was gifted a coat of arms by the British. In the center of it lies a two-headed mythical bird called the Gandaberunda, which is the emblem of the Wadiyar dynasty as well as the state of Karnataka. Another thing to pay attention to in this coat of arms is a figure of a mythological animal with the body of a lion and the head of an elephant. It is considered to be the symbol of royalty, power, and strength. The Darbar Hall. Adorned with portraits of former rulers, a wooden spiral staircase will lead you to the ornately designed Darbar Hall on the first floor. The Maharaja used to hold public meetings here. The hall is known for its decor, complete with Gothic-style stained windows, dainty chandeliers, ornamental mirrors, and Victorian and Edwardian-style furniture, while its walls are covered in shades of yellow and gold. There is a partition on one end of the hall which was used by the royal ladies to watch court proceedings, following the royal traditions of the Parda. The painted and embellished corridors. The corridors on the first floor are decorated with antique vases and mid-19th century paintings, including some Dutch and Greek pieces. The paintings by famous Indian artist Raja Ravi Verma are particularly noteworthy. There are also some dressing tables and desks used by the royal family on display in the corridors. Do check out Chinese lacquer and a pearl-laden dining table that once belonged to Sir Mirza Ismail, the Diwan of Mysore. Take a stroll along the corridor on the ground floor and peruse the artifacts and trinkets displayed. The highlight is a horseshoe-shaped wooden weighing chair that was used to weigh the jockey. The chair has a weighing scale on the left side and a height measuring stand on the right. The Maharaja's open courtyard. The ground floor of the palace has a colorful open courtyard. At the center of it is a fountain, and on the edges of the courtyard are granite benches that are beautifully decorated with blue-colored fluorescent azulejo tiles. Both the fountain and the benches were gifted by Alfonso XII, the King of Spain. Part of exploring the Bangalore Palace includes strolling around the gardens that showcase beautifully manicured hedges and different floral species. The palace grounds have also served as a concert venue and played host to several international artists like Elton John, Enrique, the Black Eyed Peas, Backstreet Boys, Metallica, Iron Maiden, and more.